Landscape, yeah. Yeah, just there.
We can see it properly.
Yeah. I
Yummers.
can't film it all on my phone.
Story so far. In shock news, the Henley family's official archivist and historian, Brontus Cuthbert Henley of Lower Assizes Much Forelock, discovered hidden behind one of the vinegar quality bottles of the late Squire's giant hogweed wine in the family cellar a ticket stub from a funfair that had once stumbled into Bristol. The stub was dated 4th of October 1961. It didn't take too great a leap of faith, Brontus thought to himself,
That was a pause,
to determine
Martin.
the Henley.
Pause. That was a pause.
Hey.
Leap of faith, everyone. Leap of faith.
Or a most Machiavellian misunderstanding, probably encouraged by Di's son himself. After weeks of research in back issues of Carney's Weekly Digest of Hoodwinkery, the gazette of choice of itinerant entertainers worldwide, it became clear why Timothy Henley bears not even a trace of his presumed Korean ancestry. On page 32 of November 1961's edition, under the headline, Wolves Whizzer Woos Woman, appeared the picture of a dashing greaser, a la
Pause. Pause. See change, everyone.
Pause. I can't see it.
Come closer with your Ferris wheel.
with much more than a passing resemblance to Tim standing in front of a fairground ride with a young minx clad from bonnet top to bootlaces in a stiff to the point of unyielding horsehair-based fabric. Screwing his one remaining decent monocle into his eyebrow, Brontus immersed himself in the grainy pixelation of the woman's face. Could it really be? He thought. Almost breathless, Brontus read the report out loud, believing that the audible act of articulation would breathe more life into this already lurid world.
I quite fancy Brontus, don't you?
Wandering Wolverhampton waltzer worker, Ferris Bifford, really came up trumps in Bristol earlier this month. It's not coming up in no Dufferin Prior. I nipped off me dobby set to grab some candy floss between josses.
Come on, get you
I saw
Bristol!
this flatty Palone dressed in
country.
to toe in crinoline. Oh,
Crinoline.
Labour's madness struck this on me. I thought I'd rather have one evening of moo-moo-eyed gallywabbing with that Rackley, followed by 10,000 voltages on the waltzer, than a career in a state agency, said Ferris. The article continued in much the same manner, just falling below the common threshold of comprehension, with the occasional flickers of sense. After a further 800 words of similar guff, Brontus had simultaneously had too much and not enough. Moving quietly but with a distinct to his more than once occasional table, he pulled out his number 4 writing iron and composed the following telegram. To all persons of relevance, stop. Have conclusive and irrefutable proof, stop. Di's son was a smoke and mirror act, stop. Ferris Bifford is Timothy J. Henley's father.
Oh.
Stop.
Controversial.
After having read this missive, and with the shrapnel of its bomb blast reverberating like a bass drop from Nibs Carter in the catacombs of Tim's lovely but rather empty mind,
Pause. Pause. Lovely but empty mind.
Lovely but empty mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't know about that. Yeah. Too right.
Tim staggered forward to the nearest open window. His first attempt
Just like me.
is like Shakespeare.
Speech evaded him, but gathering himself up to his full 4'10", he grasped the window ledge and gun range of the field behind his artisanal cottage. Bifford is my brother. That night, Tim kissed Trooper a lovingly good night and locked Lizzie in the shed. Retired to his bedchamber alone for what would turn into the longest night of his life. He drifted into a fitful and fevered sleep. Snapshot memories of people past and present were dredged from the recesses of his mind. He pictured himself alone in the middle of a
There
field
you go.
under
It's
the
cat
sky.
again.
A strange-looking cloud drifted overhead and stopped. Suddenly it began to rain, but it wasn't water coming.
That's cat
Gaff. What knockers?
Where is it? Suddenly it began to rain.
I love it. 14!
On him,
Fantastic.
Good boy, Joopy.
Tim only just managed to avoid the shower of humanity.
To be fair, I didn't.
So if you missed that, a cloud came across. It started to rain.
Yeah.
Tim was in the middle of it. He only just avoided the shower,
Yeah.
not of rain, but of humanity coming down upon him.
Oh,
You did
no.
miss
Yeah,
that.
very much so.
No
Very
one wants
much
that.
No, very much so.
The field was actually a sports arena.
Oh, clever.
He was the main event. Suddenly, a tannoy screeched into life. Let's get ready to rumble! Out of the mass of bodies they came, each with only one thing on their minds: a fight to the death in the name
It's Organ
of
Morgan.
entertainment.
Thy son over moving.
First up were former rivals, but now tag team duo, Dyson and
God.
Organ Morgan.
Oh no!
Dyson got onto Organ Morgan's shoulders in order to execute their legendary signature coup de grace move, the skewer hoover. Organ Morgan thrust his cutlass upwards whilst Dyson briskly pulled down his DR32 extra capacity microfiber and mite-proof dust bag. Had Organ Morgan not slipped at the crucial moment and simultaneously impaled Dyson and suffocated himself on the dust bag, it would have been curtains for Tim.
Thy son.
Oh,
The crowd applauded loudly. Tim sighed but didn't have long to enjoy his stroke of luck. Next came a procession of Tim look not much alikes.
I need to kill you in 1 minute.
Who's that?
Fill your hand, you son of a bitch.
As Wayne lumbered forward, Tim felt for certain that this was his end. Unarmed and aware only of the rules of disengagement, to comfort himself, he began to warble feebly. Come on, matey. Take my hand. Don't you be afraid.
Are you afraid?
The intention of the operation was opposite to the outcome. On hearing Tim's assault on good taste and music, Wayne's horse bolted and dumped the big man on the turf, killing him instantly.
Yeah.
Whee!
The crowd cheered wildly. The respite was brief, though.
chance do you think you have? You go to your death.
Prepare for battle.
And Gandalf together.
Oh, Mr.
Come on,
Gandalf.
Tim had no chance. Subconsciously and mercifully for innocent bystanders, barely audibly, he continued to sing. It's alright,
Alright.
alright, I said it's alright.
Alright.
On hearing Tim's continuing twitterings, in a clear act of autocombustive self-preservation, Gandalf's staff erupted in a ball of flames, engulfing both Boromir and Gandalf. The already ecstatic crowd erupted. Surprising both himself and anyone that knew him, Tim had an idea.
No way.
Wait.
Take an aspirin, going.
Carry on.
Heavy metal. That's my weapon.
Heavy metal.
This revelation came to him in the nick of time.
Where's your tool? Now I'm gonna tell you once. Just once. I'm a daddy.
Yeah, you're in the fun. Tim retorted. Ray pulled the trigger on his shotgun, which backfired and blew his head off. The noise from the crowd was deafening. It was working. Tim beamed inside. He felt oven ready for anything. But his goose was about to be cooked.
I've got a problem. I'm really mean.
It was a hairy biker. And he had a plan. Tim began to sing, but his thin voice was no match for the hairy biker's 2003 Honda Firestorm. Dancing with the devil, hanging up the walls, kissing Tom Cassell. He was in front of The hairy biker bore down on him with murderous intent. Tim's whole life flashed before him. In desperation, he thought, what would Biff do? The answer was obvious and came to him not a second too late. To chop down an oak.
What is this?
The cacophony created a resonant wave which locked up the braking system of the firestorm, cartwheeling the hairy biker and itself to their doom. Wave after wave of applause came from who were by now chanting Tim's name. Tim said, the triumph. He had felt no hotter than a chicken korma of adulation before the sting of a noose torment.
Here he is.
Oh, it's fun.
The joy of the
His
little
whiplash,
No.
his darkest foe, compared singing and playing. But as all male teenagers know, women are immune to the charms of heavy metal.
Yeah.
Wave after wave of searing lashes began to rip Tim's clothes.
Uh-oh.
He was out of
Good
time
girl.
and out of luck. He looked to the heavens, presumably for the last time in search of a miracle.
She's whipped.
What was this?
What's that?
Could it really be?
Here she is.
It was
Great auntie.
Sarah Ann Henley herself, drifting airily on the thermals, billowing up her skirt, was heading straight for Miss Whiplash. It was trapped like a PVC bondage spider under a crinoline glass.
Wow.
Tim was saved. Tim woke up in a 3 a.m. in Marbella after a night on Eurovis sweat. What did it all mean? Having dismissed any explanation which could have passed the Clapham omnivore test, Tim reasoned that he was, in fact, the most entertaining person on the planet.
Greg, I'm gonna push that back.
With this revelation, Tim finally understood his life's mission, and that the quest for the Tim Witch was only preparation for the creation of his living legacy.
No.
The alchemical ingredients were now clear. Rock music, fairground entertainment, and the love of a good woman stroke dog. He must create to complete the unholy trinity. Neverland, Graceland, and now the ultimate monument to self theme park on the planet.
Spreadland.
Spreadland. The
Oh, it's flooring.
Bloody perfect.
The writer.
Awesome.
Now we're about 3/4 of the way through.
Amazing.
So if you get some lights in, Peter, we explain the ending.